Hey guys, what's up? I'm Mike Levitsky, and here's another drum lesson for you. This one I'm calling a rock samba. It's got a samba feel to it, but it's definitely not traditional. So let's break down the simple parts, and then we'll add in the left hand. And I keep motioning over here to my floor tom because that's where I have the music sitting. So I realize for you, it probably looks silly, but anyway, on the hi-hat, if you're very just starting out and you haven't played something like this before, we'll build it up. So we'll work it from the ground up, and I'll kind of give you the components, and then you can add them in. The first thing you're going to want to do is play eighth notes on the hi-hat. That's the basis of the groove. So this is like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now because this is a samba, the bass drum is going to be a 16th note pattern, or based on a 16th note pattern. So if we count 1 E and 2 E and so on and so forth. The bass drum is going to be on all the numbers and all the uhs. So it's going to be on 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1. We put that with our eighth notes, we get 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1. Or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So if you're just starting out, let's just add snare on 2 and 4, and you got the basics of the groove. Okay, if you want to add a little bit more to it, try opening the hi-hat on the ands. So it's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Something to be mindful of when you're doing this is to make sure that the hi-hat and the stick hit at the same time. So that the cymbals will close together and the stick will hit the hi-hat at the exact same time. It's going to take a little bit of practice. You don't want this to happen. Or this. No, that's wrong. Now you can't see my left foot, but if you watch my hi-hat technique video, which is somewhere in the archives if you look on my channel, you'll notice when I'm playing this kind of stuff where the hi-hat's opening up, I use my heel. I plant my heel and I lift my toe. I'm not lifting my whole leg. The reason is I can get a slower hi-hat lift and control what my hi-hat's doing. So I can get a real fast one, full open, or I can get a slower one, or kind of a more jangly thing. So depending on the sound that I want, I can control that because my heel's planted and I'm balanced well. So here's kind of like beginner step number 2. If you're more advanced, just scrub past all this stuff. I put all this stuff in because I know you guys can scrub past it. So here's kind of the beginner part 2 of this. Then we add in our hand. So there's the basis of the groove, and you get that up tempo, and that'll groove on its own. Next step, we're going to add the of 2. So it's going to go. We're going to play 1 and 2 and 1. The left hand ghost notes on beat 1, which are going to be on E and. So it's 1 E and. 1 E and, 2 E and, 3 E and, 4 E. You just practice that until it feels comfortable. Then try with the open hi-hat. Bass drum around it. And there you have a fill right there. You can use that if you can get it fast enough. Alright, now so we're going to add all that in. We're still missing the E of 2, but that's alright. So here's what we got without the E of 2. So last part, and this is important, there's a ghost note after beat 2 with the left hand on E. So it's 2E, and the way that I do that is I accent, and then I lift my hand, and I get that second stroke. So I stroke, I do a downstroke, so it's a little bit squeeze in here, keep the stick down, and then I release my hand. I just kind of drop the stick as I'm lifting my arm. Whoa, don't drop it all the way. So then I end up with a loud stroke and a soft stroke. So let's just try the hands. There you go. That's a fun one. Actually, that's a nice groove. It's a good one to have in your bag. You can pull it out. It works over different stuff. It could work over a rock tune as kind of a fill or something like that. So let me show you how you might use that as a fill. Maybe something like this. Okay, this is like used as a fill. You could just use it as a groove over a rock tune, 4 on the floor kind of thing. Okay, that's more of kind of a dance, kind of a feel, you know. Now, if you feel that's too easy for you or you feel advanced, I'm trying to work out, which I just kind of scribbled this down, and so there's 2 things that I'm working on that you can work on with me if you want. The first one is to change the hi-hat from just 8th note to 1 EN. Alright, there you go. So it took me a little while to kind of fall into it. So I definitely don't have that one where I can just pull it out right away. I kind of might work my way into it. So I'll practice that. Also, the other thing that you can do is move your stick, your right stick to the right cymbal, and keep your hi-hat with splashing the left foot, if you know how to do that. If you don't, check out my hi-hat technique video. And it'll be like that. Now also that one, I don't have it down yet where I can go from this to that seamlessly. So there's something for me to practice, switching from this and then changing my hi-hat to that foot technique. So if you have any questions, please leave a comment below and I will be sure to answer them. Please subscribe, and if you like this, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.